Welcome back to Real Estate Investing with Alex-Deacon. I am Adam, and with me, as always, is the star of the show, Alex-Deacon. Alex, what's going on, brother?
Thank you, Adam. What's going on is a lot. Got a lot going on. Yeah,
it's a crazy day.
I mean, it's insane how busy I am, but man, that's a good problem to have.
Yeah.
But we're here to talk about a couple different topics today. I thought we'd hit where to price my rental property is basically our topic, because I get that question a lot. So I'm trying to put these property management questions in this podcast form. So instead of me answering the question, people can just chime in, listen in their car while they're driving, and just get some information on where and how I think about pricing rental properties.
And real quick, before we get deep into that, let's get the cheap plugs out of the way. MACE Property Management, go.
Oh, we have multiple businesses. We have MACE Property Management. It's been in business since 2002. We have Deacon Hoover Real Estate Advisors. That's our sales division. And I do flips and buy and holds and things like that. So I'm highly invested in Pittsburgh real estate as far as real estate investments.
And that's PittsburghPropertyManagement.com for MACE.
MACE, yep, PittsburghPropertyManagement.com.
There we go. All right, so Alex, let's talk about pricing our rental.
Okay, so the question you have to ask yourself as a business owner. So you're a business owner when you own real estate, and you have to treat it like a business. So if you got $1,000 for your rental 2 years ago, but now you're trying to rent it for $1,100 and it's not renting, and it's sitting vacant, and it's costing you $800 a month by sitting vacant, but you're thinking, well, real estate's appreciated, rents go up, I should get more money. That's the wrong way to think. The right way to think is, we've tried to market this for a month or so and it's not renting at $1,100. What did I just lose? I just lost $800, right?
Right.
Okay, well then I'm going to stick firm at $1,100, Alex. Okay, that's fine. Stick firm at $1,100. And then it goes another month and it's $800. And then what happens if right at that time the market starts to dip? Because the market can dip. What happens at that time if we're going into October, November, where it starts to get slow? People aren't moving in the winter months. So what happens then? You potentially are going to lose another $800 because it's going to sit on the market. That's $2,400 that you're going to potentially lose because you're not listening to what the market is telling you.
Okay.
You have to have this ESP that listens to this sixth sense, and it's called the marketplace. And when the marketplace speaks, you better listen, because the marketplace is God.
It sets the standard.
The marketplace is God. Not what I say. It's not what you think. It's what the marketplace thinks. So you have to, I hate to be a hard ass about this, but I can't beat it through some people's heads, and it's irritating because I'm only trying to help you.
You can't reinvent the wheel.
Instead of this scenario, why don't we do this? Okay, let's start at $1,100. I don't suggest it because the market's off right now, whatever. But let's start at $1,100. 2 weeks go by, no action, nothing. Let's drop it to $1,000. 2 weeks go by, nothing, no action. Let's drop it to $950. So then we could rent it in 6 weeks. Okay? So let's do the math. 6 weeks, we lost 6 weeks of rent. That's $1,200. Mm-hmm. Right? $1,200. We rented it for $950. Let's get our trusty handy calculator out. $950 times 12 equals $11,400. That's for the year. Now, if we got $1,100 a month times 12, that would have been $13,200. $13,200, which is projected rent, which we didn't get, versus what we actually did get, which is $11,400. The difference is $1,800. Okay? So, and it's rented, and you're not paying real estate. You're paying real estate taxes. You're not paying utilities.
Okay.
You're not paying for cutting the lawn or whatever. Okay. So we could have rented this in 6 weeks for $950, or 3 months or longer for $1,100. The net savings, and everything being equal, 6 weeks versus 3 months, it's going to be about the same.
Right.
So don't.
Yeah, because you were looking at $800.
Don't step over a quarter to pick up a dime.
Yep.
Okay? I try to beat this into my clients' heads and they just don't get it. Well, I can't accept that. My mortgage payment's $1,000 a month. I don't care. The market doesn't care. They don't care what your mortgage payment is. You should have thought about this before you decided to rent your property. Mm-hmm. If you can't go with the ebb and flow and the ups and downs of the real estate market and the trends, then you need to get out of this market. It's not for you. I have 120 units of my own. Some of them I lose money on every month, substantial amounts of money, $400 or $500 a month, because I made bad decisions and I miscalculated things. Others I might make $800 a month. But I know what to expect and I know how to manage my risk. If you have 1 unit or 2 units and you're not in that mindset where this is a business and the market is king, and my opinion has really nothing to do with it, and that's your opinion as the owner and my opinion as a property manager, has nothing to do with what the market's willing to give you. So I just try to break it down for people in an easy manner, and it's simple math. If the property is in good condition and it's showable and we're marketing it and we're showing it and it's not getting rented, then it boils down to simple second grade math.
And what's good about the market too is it operates strictly on facts, not feelings.
Sure.
So
you absolutely have to be a more cerebral type of person when you're a business owner. So I don't know if that's like covers everything, but that's really about it. Just the bullet points are: the property has to be clean and showable. The cleaner, the nicer, the more nicely painted it is. If it's all just a flat white paint with a beige carpet versus a really nice tri-color paint with like flat white ceilings, like gray or tan walls, and maybe some laminate or hardwood floors, it's going to rent for more. It's going to rent quicker, right? So condition and how it shows has a big factor. 2, the time of year. If you're trying to rent it in December, January, February, you're in for probably a lower rental market. So, you're going to have to reduce the rent, or your market time is going to be higher on the market. So time of year makes an impact. Supply and demand always makes an impact, of course. And if all that said and done, you're not getting the kind of action, or you're getting feedback from showings that it's priced too high, then you are a fool not to drop the price, because it's just costing you money. Something sitting vacant, you have potential water breaks, you got potential vandalism, you have utilities that you have to cover, you have a property that's been on the market for 3 or 4 months and it kind of gets stagnant, and maybe tenants are seeing it thinking, well, I wonder why this has been on the market for so long. Mm-hmm. So pricing is critical. I just ask my clients and whoever's a property owner to take their heart out of it and look at the finances of it and say, look, at some point I have to get this rented. It's way more important than holding firm at the price that I want.
Gotcha.
Okay?
Gotcha. Because, it's always looking at the big picture versus the short term, too. You know what I mean? Because the big picture losses, like you said, were basically, they balanced out to what that quick 6-week loss would have been. So, a lot of times it is just taking a step back for a second, take that deep breath in, and look at the big picture game, guys. Remember, real estate's a long game most of the time.
Yep. You got it, buddy.
Alex, I thank you, sir. I hope everyone out there found this to be a nice, short, little informative, about 10 minutes what we had them going on there. Any famous last words of intelligence before we sign off?
That's a tough one.
I was going to say, this is where you're supposed to just say something
when you
totally
said
offhand.
When you said intelligent, that threw me for a loop. Me no intelligent, no.
We have no say so.
Yeah.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening to us. I hope you found this informative. Hope you laughed a little bit. Look for us at Deacon Hoover on Twitter. Find Deacon Hoover Real Estate Advisors on Facebook. alex-deacon712 on Twitter to find the Deacon of Real Estate. Also, Alex Deacon's look for Alex Deacon's Real Estate page on Facebook. DHREA.com is the website, and look for this particular podcast, Real Estate Investing with Alex Deacon and Alex Deacon's Property Management series, all over your favorite podcasting platforms, including Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spreaker, and many, many more. So, for Alex and for everyone else here at DHRE, my name is Adam. We thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.